So look what happens here. This is a fragment of a clam, a seashell, where I added a little bit of fairly concentrated acetic acid, and it's now starting to dissolve, and you can now see carbon dioxide bubbles appearing. Why did I do that? Well, watch the video to find out. Hi, hello, and welcome. Microbehunter here. Now, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start at the very beginning here, because a few days ago I received a very unique present. Yeah, this is the present that I received. These are so-called sea balls from South Africa. Yes, a colleague of mine from work visited South Africa, and when she came back, she brought along those two sea balls for me, and she told me, Oliver, you can put it under the microscope. Look what I got for you here. And I was very happy. So I need to explain first what this is and how this is connected actually with those carbon dioxide bubbles that you've just seen before. Those sea balls are actually dry seaweed that was rolled into these balls by the waves on the shore. When I got them the first time, I've never seen them before. I thought this is some kind of a cocoon with an animal inside. It's actually not the case. This is actually just a purely compressed seaweed, and the waves essentially rolled the seaweed into these balls here, right? They're sometimes quite a few of them on the seashore, and yeah, basically my colleague from work simply picked up two of those and brought them back here, and yeah, here we are. But the interesting thing is the following. Look what happens when you bounce them here. Then you can actually see that there's quite a bit of sand caught between the seaweed, and it's the sand that I put under the microscope, right? And I just want to show you now a little bit of how the sand looks like and what I found there. Yeah, this here is the sand. Yeah, you can see it's yeah, sand grains, of course, quartz, yeah, the seaweed itself. And then I found those interesting structures here. Yeah, fairly colorful because I'm using polarized light. Yeah, very regular looking structures, and they also contain some rings in there. And yeah, look, and it did remind me a little bit of the shell of a clam, a seashell. Yeah, this is indeed was my first suspicion here, but then during my live stream, somebody suggested, well, maybe it could even be the scale of a fish, yeah, a fish scale. And I says, yeah, actually, that's also a possibility. So how can you find that out? Well, fish scales are made of collagen, which is a protein, while the shells of a clam are made of calcium carbonate, yeah, and they're pretty hard and brittle. By doing a simple chemical reaction, we're able to find out whether it's indeed calcium carbonate. So, for example, here's another one, yeah, and you can see that those rings here essentially are like the tree rings, and the clam, as the clam grows, it deposits one ring after the other, maybe once every year. Yeah, I did find out it's actually the shell of a clam and not the scale of a fish. But how did I find that out? Well, one of the things that you have to know is that if you add acid, like for example, fairly concentrated vinegar to calcium carbonate, then it will actually make a chemical reaction, form carbon dioxide. So this was basically the plan. And so what I did is under my stereo microscope, I put the sand sample, and I was looking for more of these small fragments. And indeed, it didn't take long. After a couple of minutes, I was actually able, yeah, to find a few more of these. Yeah, there was also, yeah, plenty of other stuff, of course, in there. But look, here it is, right? So I carefully picked it up. It's pretty small, actually, but I was able to manage to pick it up with my tweezers, and I was able to transfer this little fragment on a microscope slide, and then I, of course, put it yeah, under polarized light to see the beautiful colors. I was able to then see that again. It's one of those fragments with those regular parallel lines on it. Okay, and I decided, okay, how am I going to do this reaction then? Okay, so here it is again. Yeah, actually a very nice specimen again. So how do you do this reaction? Well, I put a cover glass on top, of course, to kind of stabilize everything, and then I used approximately 20% acetic acid and carefully added it beneath the cover glass. So this now is a so-called a dry mount. There is still no liquid in there yet, so simply this fragment is sandwiched between the microscope slide and the cover glass surrounded by air. So if I now add a liquid to it, then the liquid will easily spread by capillary action beneath the cover glass and the microscope slide. Okay, and this is basically what I've done. And watch now on the left side as the acid approaches. So you can actually see that it slowly approaches, and now it covers the whole thing. And immediately you can actually see that there are bubbles appearing. Yeah, do you see those bubbles? These are carbon dioxide bubbles, and this is actually evidence here that we have a chemical reaction happening, and that the acid breaks down the calcium carbonate from this little fragment. And we have now got evidence that this is actually made of calcium carbonate, and it's most likely a fragment of a clam, a seashell. Okay, so and what's going to happen to the fragment now over the next couple of minutes? Well, it's going to start dissolving. It's going to start becoming smaller and smaller and disappearing. We're also going to see that. Yeah? So the acid essentially converts the calcium carbonate to carbon dioxide and water. Yeah. So as the end products, and in the process, then the calcium carbonate starts to disappear. And I found another one over here at the top. Yeah, and here's another fragment, and it's also making those bubbles here. Yeah, so it was kind of interesting to observe that. By the way, this is in the speed is in real time, so there is no time lapse. Yeah, so it's actually the original speed what we see here. So you see that it's a fairly strong reaction here, right? And then it starts to appear in some of the parts of the of the seashell apparently there where it's able to react best. This is where we have a lot of Oh, look, here we go. Okay, yeah, you get the idea, right? So it's really reacting and kind of showing that this is indeed a fragment of a clam. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you now how the whole thing looks like a couple of minutes later, because I simply allowed it to react now for several minutes. And this is now something where I'm just going to fast forward carefully. You see how the bubbles become larger. So I'm just fast forwarding now. And look, over here you can already see that the edges started to become fairly transparent and quite fuzzy. Okay, and you can see over here that there are, especially at the edges, the fragment is already quite dissolved. Now I'm going up with the magnification as well. Yeah, you see it becomes thinner and thinner and thinner, and this whole thing starts to slowly fall apart and completely dissolve. Yeah, so this is basically mystery solved. This is not the scale of a fish, but indeed the fragment of a clam. And I'm going to just leave it at that. I would like to invite you, of course, to subscribe to the channel if you like those microscopy exploration videos. And always something new to learn, of course. I think I'm just going to say happy microbe hunting as always, and leave your comments, obviously. Leave your comments in the comment section, and happy microbe hunting, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.